Hi all, and welcome back to the channel. This is Becastled. It's a strategy game built around one loop. You build your castle by day, and you defend it by night. The building side is pretty straightforward, but it's got just enough depth to keep you busy, and every night what starts as a small raid slowly escalates into full Helm's Deep-style sieges. The game's currently in early access with a full launch planned for October 23rd. In this video, I'll cover the building, the resources, the day and night cycle, the combat, and the overall structure. As always, I'll do this without wasting your time, so let's get into it. Becastled is a single-player strategy game where you expand a settlement from a simple keep into a fortified town. You'll place houses, farms, lumber mills, quarries, barracks, and more while managing 7 resources like wood, stone, food, iron, and a special currency called Sunstone. The map itself is divided into territories that you claim with wood, and each territory has resource nodes you can exploit: fertile fields, animal herds, or stone deposits. Expanding means more resources, which means more options, but it also stretches your defenses thinner. Citizens are at the heart of your economy. New villagers trickle in over time, and their arrival speed depends on happiness. Keep them happy and they'll come faster, and work more efficiently, even fight more bravely when the walls are attacked. To do that, you'll need taverns, markets, and decorations to balance out the growing needs of a larger population. Unhappy towns slow down, and that can be the difference between holding the line or running short when the next siege begins. Daytime is also when you prepare your defenses. You start with wooden palisades, but soon you'll upgrade to stone walls, towers, and fortified gates. Towers can be staffed with archers or equipped with siege engines like ballistas and trebuchets. Each day, you'll see a marker showing where the next attack will come from, so you know which side to reinforce.
Terrain plays into this too. Hills, forests, and rivers act as natural choke points. But when winter comes and rivers freeze, those barriers suddenly turn into new attack paths. So you're never just building once, you're adapting as the seasons and threats change. When night falls, everything shifts. The game becomes a towered defense battle. Enemies called moon beasts surge in from the marked direction. At first, it's just a few raiders, but each night the waves grow stronger. Soon you'll be facing archers, ogres, battering rams, siege towers, and yes, eventually even dragons. Combat is streamlined. You don't micromanage every swing. Instead, you command groups of swordsmen, archers, pikemen, and knights. Position them at choke points, line the walls with ranged fire, and let your siege engines soften up the biggest threats. Soldiers cost Sunstone to recruit and to maintain, which means your economy limits the size of your army. If you've built a church, priests can even resurrect fallen soldiers at dawn, so losses aren't always permanent. Survive until morning and the enemy retreats, but if your keep falls, that's it. Game over. As your strength grows, you can take the fight to them. Enemy forces spawn from dark towers around the edges of the map. Destroying one cuts off their reinforcements, but it also triggers a harder counterattack the next night. Push too early and you'll be overwhelmed. Wait too long and the nightly waves may become unstoppable. So, victory can come in 2 ways. Survive the set number of days, or wipe out all the enemy towers before they wipe you out. Now, let's set expectations. Becastled is not a story-driven campaign. There are no scripted missions, no hero units, and no multiplayer. It's a sandbox survival strategy game focused entirely on the build and defend loop. The city building is streamlined, not as complex as Banished or Anno, and there's no peaceful free build mode. And since this is an indie project, you will notice rough edges. It's clearly a bit janky at times. But the game holds over 80% positive reviews on Steam, which suggests that for most players, the core loop is strong enough to outweigh the lack of polish. So to wrap it up, Becastled is a castle defense strategy game where you build by day, defend by night, and see how long your kingdom can stand. You'll manage resources, expand territory, keep your citizens happy, and raise an army to withstand increasingly dangerous assaults. Every dawn feels like a victory, and every dusk is the start of the next trial. The short version is, it's They Are Billions Light mixed with Age of Empires. The waves keep scaling, but it isn't nearly as punishing as They Are Billions. You've got more breathing room, more ways to recover, and a focus on castle building as much as survival. That's everything you need to know for now. If you like videos that don't waste your time, please consider liking and subscribing.